we enjoy living here, and yet there is always the desire that it be an even better community. And I thank you for these that are before me, who have been called to do what they do. This is not an easy calling, and thus not an easy task. And so I pray that you would just guide them and inspire them and fill them with your Spirit. And God, I pray that as each day they're together, working together, learning together, that they just continue to do the work that you have appointed them to do. So God, for those of us in the community, we want to be able to encourage them and to pray for them. And we thank you for this particular day because we know that it is indeed a gift from you. And it's in your name that we pray. Amen.
Amen.
Thank you, sir. Bill, how's retirement? Busier than ever?
Well, somebody told me, Mr. Mayor, that I flunked retirement. Very well,
I would imagine so. Thank you for all that you've done for all of us these many years and for what you're doing for others, even beyond our community now. Bless you, my friend. We are honored to have Scouting America Troop 401 representatives who will process into the chambers with the flags this evening and will lead us in the Pledge of Allegiance. Throughout its service to the Richmond community for over 25 years, Troop 401 teaches leadership, outdoor skills, and strong character, living the mission of Scouting America to instill the values of the Scout Oath and law. Scouts, please proceed.
Please rise for the presentation of the colors. Color guard, attention! Color guard, forward march! Color guard, halt! Color guard, prepare to post the colors. Color guard, post the colors. Would you please say with me the Pledge of Allegiance? I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Color guard, reform. Color guard, forward march.
Thank you. You may be seated. As I enjoy saying, when our scouts and other young people come to lead us in so many ways in our meetings, I simply say there is hope. In spite of what we see and hear sometimes, there is hope. We'll call the meeting to order. Madam Clerk, please call the roll.
Commissioner Brewer?
Here.
Commissioner Cole?
Here.
Commissioner Goble?
Here.
Commissioner Newby?
Here.
Mayor Blythe?
Here, thank you. We have a presentation this evening from the Madison County International Delegation. Pastor Kent Gilbert and Mayor Bruce Fraley are here. Welcome to our meeting and to the chambers.
Thank you. Mr. Mayor, thank you. Commissioners, pleasure to greet you. On behalf of your Madison County International Committee, you may know that for the past more than 35 years, we have had a sister region relationship with Hokuto City, Japan. And I apologize that our slideshow is not working, but on your desk you have a copy of the presentation, so we are a backup to the backup. You will maybe want to go through it. It looks like it's stapled on the wrong side, so you might start what looks like the back, but it actually should say 25 delegation to Hokuto City. Looks like this. I wanted to give you a brief report on some of our recent activities, but also especially to bring you greetings. Our sister city is about 2 hours west of Tokyo in the mountains. It is about 56,000 people, so a very similar parity in terms of geography and size, and it's about the same geographical area as Madison County. We've had this relationship for a really long time. It's very unusual in the United States. We have one of the longest sister relationships that has met every single year and had contact and ongoing programming. Many cities, bigger, like Lexington, have a sister city, but they do a visit every 5 years. We have active, ongoing programming every single year, and one of the features of that happened in October was we send a delegation there in the even years, and in the odd years, they come to us. So I wanted to report a little bit about our sister city and also give you a quick view, and I've brought my prime exhibit here is a surviving delegate who was on the trip. The mayor of Berea was able to join us, and we look forward to the time when more of the city officials can go as well, including Mayor Blythe. Our sister city has the greatest amount of sunshine in Japan, and so they've been very active in solar testing. They have high-quality rice and fruit production, so much like Madison County, very engaged in agricultural productions. They have an incredibly extensive network of artisans that they learned about from Madison County and created and have advanced. They're known for their food, their outdoor recreation, clear and pure mineral water. Sister City, Hokuto, produces 1/3 of all of the bottled water in Japan, a country of 128 million people. 1/3 of that water comes from the mountainous regions and the beautiful water that flows there. And they also are known for some of the things we are, namely the Hakushu Distillery is now owned by the same company. Suntory owns Maker's Mark, as well as the Hakushu Distillery there, and they make high-quality Highland-style whiskey. We have this sister relationship because of a Kentuckian named Paul Rush, who in the 1920s went to Japan to help rebuild after a natural disaster that occurred there. He stayed. He developed a teaching program at an Episcopal university there and became a professor of economics. And when World War II erupted, he had started what was then a small church camp up in these mountains, right where we are talking about. He was deported, but joined MacArthur's staff, and afterwards was a major cultural liaison. He went back to this little area that he had started this church camp, and what he found was that the people were starving to death because the military war machine had harmed their own people as much as they had harmed others. He came back to Louisville, he came back to Kentucky, and he came back to southern Indiana, and he said, these folks are good people, they need our help. And he got John Deere to donate a tractor. He got Southern Madison and Northern Kentucky farmers to donate a herd of dairy cattle, and he got them all sent over there and installed. And in 1 day's work with a tractor, they could plant as much rice as it usually took 3 to 4 weeks of the entire community to do. He literally saved them from starvation, and they have never, never forgotten. He continued to work there. He worked with the occupying forces and then with the Japanese government and created what is essentially a county extension agency. They taught farming techniques and better canning and better babies, and they taught folks how to do education. He brought doctors and nurses in. They founded a hospital. And when he died in 1979, they said, we don't want to lose our international connections that we had through Paul Rush. Let's go to where obviously the best people in the world must live in Kentucky because that's where he was from. They came to Louisville, looked around, said, too big, not us, not what we're looking for. And somebody said, well, what do you care about? They said, well, we care about the environment, we care about agricultural production, we care about art and all that. And they're like, well, you got to go to Madison County. And so they did. They came to Richmond. They met up with professors at EKU. They came to Berea. They met with Berea College. And ever since then, the city of Richmond, the city of Berea, and both of our universities, as well as a number of other institutions, the county included, have supported this relationship. So I bring you official greetings from Mayor Oshiba, who is the newest elected mayor. He was elected in November of 2023. He is a wonderful and ardent supporter, and he asked me especially to bring New Year's greetings to the city of Richmond and to all the commissioners. And you'll see his picture there. You'll also see some pictures on that of when they welcomed us, and of course, as with our own mayor from Berea being present, there was a nice mayor-to-mayor connection, as we said there. We were offered a briefing on the state of the city there, which functions very much like a county. It's very much like here in the sense that it was a merger of cities that happened in about 25 years ago. So there are 8 little tiny municipalities that all banded together to save money. And so the city functions a lot like our county, but in fact has a lot of unique, distinct portions that are retain their character. We got to hear from each of those different regions. We got to ask our own questions. We had a delegation of 15 comprised of members, citizens, professors, representatives from across the county. And you'll see on one of those pages, you'll see a picture of our mayor seated in the mayor's seat at the council chambers in Hokuto. Our delegates, we had Linda Fraley, Mayor Fraley, of course, Colin Weckman, who's from Berea College, Miranda, who's with Partners for Rural Impact. From Madison County's school system, we had Nicholas Cole and also Dr. A.J. Chandler. We had Christina Cole, who's a local cosmetologist. Nicholas is her brother. And then we had Eric Cremines, who's a paramedic from here. Christy Winkler, one of the award-winning business owners and managers of Morning Point, was also able to go with us. For artists, we had Valerie Henderson and Amanda Lazarchak, as well as a Berea College broom-making student named Destiny White, and myself. Some of the things that we were able to do there, in addition to having this, I mentioned this wonderful briefing from the city, we had, they thrown a wonderful welcome party. We were treated to a beautiful tea ceremony in Paul Rush's home there. That's now a museum. We had a cultural tour of museums. We were supposed to go horse riding, weren't we, Bruce? But it was the one day it rained. So we said it was fine. We would ride the horses. The lawyers said, no, you will not. So liability works on both sides of the Pacific. We had a tour of Mount Fuji and the area there. Our sister region looks right down a valley, and the state in which it is, which is called Yamanashi, that state includes Fuji at the bottom. And our city sits up on a hill just looking straight down a valley to Mount Fuji. It was magnificent views. They also throw a Kentucky fair that happens, and that had been suspended for pandemic, and so the highlight of our trip was a 2-day festival that was in our honor that included about 20,000 participants, food vendors, artists and craftspeople, and we ourselves had a tent where we were able to interact with students. We have had partnerships with a number of schools over the years. They all came to help us translate, us older folks who only speak a little Japanese. We made bookmarks with the kids and passed out stickers. Our artists did quilting demonstrations and broom making. It was a really great opportunity to share off Kentucky's best. We had a wonderful, as I say, a wonderful welcome party, and you'll see some of the pictures in there. You can see there's one picture on page 4 or 5, I think, that has Kentucky flag. They really go all out. It was a Kentucky-style county fair, and it was really an amazing thing to be a part of. They also gifted us with a day in Tokyo, so we got to see a lot of that, and some wonderful things that we will never, ever forget. I want to give the mayor, or the head of our delegation, just a chance to say a little bit about that, and then I'll tell you a little bit more and conclude with just what we're doing now that we're back.
Thank you, Ken. Mayor Black, commissioners, thank you again
Mayor
for
Fraley,
having us
yes.
here. Friends as well, thank you for having us here. One of the reasons that Ken always goes first is he is the institutional memory of this program. Kent probably won't tell you this, but he is the president of the Madison County International Committee and has been for well over a decade. So he's been there many times, and when we're on the bus tour, we have a translator and people from the Hokuto city government, but he can give you a tour of the whole place. He knows all the back roads and all the main roads. So it was really nice to be with Kent. One thing that my observation was the hospitality of the people that are there that welcomed us and were genuinely so glad to see us and welcomed us to the fair and all the events was really overwhelming to me. The people are beautiful, the countryside's beautiful, and they're really grateful for our participation, and they want to know so much about us. They ask about Berea, they ask about Madison County. How's it all work? What's it like to be a mayor? How does your government work? So the interaction both with the Hokuto City government and the people is what makes it so special. In the past, people have told me that it's a life-changing experience when you go, and it's one of those things that you really don't know until you do go, and it truly is, because my observation after coming back was that I think government is most effective at the local level. What you do is the most accountable to the people. The best international relations are done at the local level, person to person, one to one, individual to individual, regular citizen to regular citizen, and it was really moving to see that. One other observation that I didn't know with the Paul Rush Festival, and there were, I don't know how many people. I mean, you looked at it, it was just a sea of people. But in the very middle of that, the centerpiece of that is the Madison County booth, and it's a series of tents that are put together, probably 40 by 40. There are panels, just to let you know that you're being publicized at the fair. There are the pull-up panels that are yay wide and about this tall with City of Richmond, City of Berea, Madison County, Eastern Kentucky University, and Berea College that are displayed there, and they have all of the crafts and the tables and information about Madison County and their sister region. So that was really impressive to be with that, and we did have students that had been here and had gone to the middle schools in Madison County middle schools. He mentioned Dr. Chandler, and was there from B. Michael Cottle Middle School, principal that's there. So a lot of those students came to see us. They want to practice their English with you, and that was kind of fun to do. But also the little kids, they come and we would have just simple activities and crafts for them to do, and they wanted to interact with you and practice their English as well. So again, a very moving experience, life-changing in the sense that you see a whole different part of the world and you realize people that far away are just like us. You know, they care about their families, they care about their community, and they care about each other. So again, I'm grateful to have an opportunity to go. Ken will probably talk a little bit more about the educational exchanges, but the adult exchange, there will be a delegation here this fall, and Mayor Blythe and Judge Taylor and I always get together to welcome them in a joint session, but everybody's welcome. There's a meal in the beginning, and there's a meal to celebrate at the end as well. So all of you are invited to that. I encourage you to participate, find out more about the sister region, and consider going. I think that you would really want to go. I was a little shaky about going. I don't like to fly anyway, especially across water, but I really am glad that I went. It was an arduous journey, but a good one and a fulfilling one. So again, thanks to all of you, elected officials, but also all of you friends for having us here and letting us brief you.
Thank you. Thank you, Mayor.
Well, as the mayor said, it'll be our turn to welcome them in the fall. We are currently negotiating exact dates, but it's looking like the end of September, the beginning of October, keeping it off your election schedule and a little bit, hopefully, to tie in with some of the festivals here that they might enjoy being a part of. The mayor alluded to as well some of the things that we do during the rest of the year, and as I say, this is a 24/7, 365-day program. We have the adult exchange, of course, that's every other year when we go and they come, but we also have a middle school, high school exchange that is actually one of the oldest programs that we started. It's been going for 38 years, and every other year we have a cohort that we send to Japan, and every other year on off years they send here. They came to us this last year, and some people in the room, I know the chief was there and be able to participate, so was the mayor. We will do this homestay program. Our kids will return the favor and go stay with the same kids. When we had the adult delegation here in 2023, when they came, we discovered that one of the members from Hokuto we were touring this room and discovered that one of the folks who worked here they had been together on their exchange 18 years ago, and they were in middle school. They stood right here and took a picture to celebrate their reunion. So these ties last a long time. We also have a relatively new high school exchange. Model High School has a yearly exchange. Every year, cohort comes from Japan to model in March, and then they stay in homes, and then that group goes to Hokuto and stays with them in October. So that's an every year thing and now been very successful. More than 60 students have participated in that in just the 4 years that it has been going. We also host occasion, this is more occasional, we host an English homestay program where Japanese students come and will do a homestay here, and they will work and live with Berea and Richmond students so that they can improve their English, and that's usually about a 2-week program. That happens about every 4 to 5 years that happens. And we have had, up until pandemic and now restarting, we can't send little kiddos over, but we can sure have a great art project. And so every year, elementary school art teachers on both sides pick a theme. Their students produce that art, and they will be bringing the Japanese art from the 3rd and 4th graders in Japan when they come in October. We will then send with them, when they go home in October, we will send our American art over there so that that can be displayed. Arts Council has already been a great partner with us here, the Richmond Area Arts Council, the Berea Arts Council, and both universities have already booked in to display that art. And I would say to you, commissioners, that if you'd like to have a portion of that art or a time when that was displayed here at City Hall, we know that would be possible, and we'd be delighted to help with that. We are hoping that you will, as you go about your business and think about your planning, as the mayor said, you'll think about hosting when they come. They always have a tour of the city. We would love to have a chance to know what matters in Richmond, what matters to this part of Madison County, what you're working on. We have already seen over these decades the way in which that cross-pollination has benefited both communities. We've had firefighters talk to firefighters. We've had paramedics and paramedics. We've had administrators and administrators go, oh. We've had businesses who have planted ideas and seeds that have grown in both communities on both sides. So I hope that will continue for a long, long time, but it only continues if we work at it together. And I wanted to thank the commissioners for their support in the past. It matters that you help with the financial cost of hosting. It matters that you add your support and your visibility to students going. And when they know that you know, it helps them feel confident to take this big, bold step to fly 7,000 miles, to meet people they haven't met before, but it changes their lives. So you have made a huge difference, and on behalf of the entire committee, I want to thank you. And on behalf of those who have visited and those who will come, we are grateful for your support. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Ken. Yes, indeed.
For those in the room, I will leave these. If you'd like to see all the things I was talking about, I will just leave those. Can I leave this with the clerk right here? So if you would like to, you can have them.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Thank you, Mayor. Of course, there's the challenge to consider, and certainly when the delegation comes, and well, 2 years ago, we were honored here in the chambers to welcome, and it's an awesome experience, and the things that we take for granted, questions that are asked, and if you speak Japanese, an excellent opportunity, but if you don't, there are translators who are here, and they'll facilitate that communication, which is absolutely awesome. Grateful to the committee and for its ongoing work through the year in preparation, but also in implementation of those plans come Octobers and so on. Thank you again. Commissioners, we have in our packet the minutes from the special call meeting of December 9 at 5 p.m. and the regular meeting December 9 at 6 p.m. If you had a chance to look at those, may we have a motion, please? We'll accept the minutes as presented.
So moved.
Commissioner Cole
Second.
and Commissioner Newby. Is there any question, comment, or discussion? There being none, Madam Clerk, please.
Commissioner Cole,
Yes.
Commissioner Goble,
Yes.
Commissioner Newby,
Yes.
Commissioner Brewer,
Yes.
Mayor Blythe.
Yes, thank you. Order 26-01, an order of the City of Richmond appointing an Assistant Fire Chief. Madam Clerk, please.
Whereas there is an opening as Assistant Fire Chief, the city posted the open position internally The candidates and interviews were conducted by a selection panel. Whereas the city manager would like to recommend the promotion of this qualified employee. And whereas the board has carefully considered that recommendation is in accord with it. Now therefore be it ordered by the Richmond City Board of Commissioners that David Kaufman be appointed as Assistant Fire Chief for the City of Richmond effective the payroll date of February 6, 26 at pay grade 07. David's work history includes he was hired as firefighter 1 in 2007, promoted to firefighter 2 in 2010, promoted to captain in 2016, promoted to captain 2 in 2023, and then promoted to battalion chief in 2023 also. The Board of Commissioners would like to thank him for his continued dedication and leadership in the department. This order shall be in full force and effect upon reading and adoption by the City of Richmond Board of Commissioners.
Thank you, Madam Clerk. That's Order 26-01. May we have a motion, please, bring to the floor for discussion and approval?
I move.
Commissioner Newby
Second.
and Commissioner Brewer. Is there any discussion?
Yeah, I got something to say.
Yes, sir.
Well, once again, I think the fire department and the city of Richmond have made a wise decision. I've known Byron, 20 years ago when he came on to the fire department as a co-op. And if I may steal a quote from the outlaw Josie Wells, I've rode with him and I have no complaints.
Thank you, Commissioner.
You know, and I rode with him a few times on EMS, and I didn't have any complaints about it.
Any further discussion? There being none, Madam Clerk, please.
Commissioner Goble?
Yes.
Commissioner Newby?
Yes.
Commissioner Brewer?
Yes,
Commissioner Cole?
Yes.
Mayor Blythe?
Thank you. We pause here. I think we're going to do something in the way of formal initiation. Chief, and if you'll come, please.
Byron.
Thank you all. I've worked with Byron for his whole career at Richmond. He brings almost 7,000 career training hours. He's got over 20 years in the fire service. Not only a coworker, but I'm proud to call him a friend. At this time, his wife Angie and his daughters Jenna and Harper are going to do the pinning ceremony.
Tell him to come over here.
Yeah.
While they're doing this, we certainly are aware, all of us, of the importance of what is happening. And as we've seen even over the past few years, there are those situations that arise and we move forward. And we are grateful for the quality of candidates that we have available to fill the positions as they arise. I'm a strong proponent of grow your own, and we've done pretty well at that.
Yes, we have.
Order 26-02, then order of the City of Richmond adopting various job descriptions. Mr. City Manager, please.
Yes, sir. Whereas the City of Richmond has adopted job descriptions for city employees, and whereas after review, it has been determined these positions need to be added and/or amended to provide more professional growth within departments, now therefore be ordered by the City of Richmond Board of Commissioners, the following job description and pay grade for the City of Richmond is hereby adopted. Historical Properties Department, Curator, Whitehall Historic Site, pay grade 4. Fire Department Training Officer, pay grade 5. The attached job description shall be made part of the city's job descriptions and incorporated into the departmental structure. This order shall be in full force and effect upon reading and adoption by the City of Richmond Board of Commissioners.
Thank you, Mr. City Manager. This is Order 26-02. May we have a motion, please, to bring to the floor for discussion and approval?
So moved.
Commissioner Goble
Second.
and Commissioner Brewer. Is there any discussion? Anything you want to mention, Mr. City Manager? Not necessarily.
No, I just would mention that the Whitehall Curator position is a new position, and with that transition coming down the road, probably in February, early March, we'll probably post this position tomorrow, once you sign off on it, Mayor.
Thank you. Is there any further discussion? There being none, Madam Clerk, please.
Commissioner Newby,
Yes.
Commissioner Brewer,
Yes.
Commissioner Cole,
Yes.
Commissioner Goble,
Yes.
Mayor Blythe.
Yes, thank you. Order 26-03, order of the City of Richmond hiring an employee for the Section 8 Housing Department. Madam Clerk, please.
Whereas the Section 8 Housing Department is in need of a full-time administrative assistant one, whereas the position was advertised and interviews conducted, whereas the Section 8 Executive Director has approved the hire for the position. Now therefore be it ordered by the City of Richmond Board of Commissioners, the following individual is hired contingent upon their successful completion of the city's pre-employment requirements as Administrative Assistant 1 for the Section 8 Department at a salary of pay grade 1, effective January 14th, 2026. Caitlin Sessions. She is an at-will employee and will serve a one-year probationary period. This order shall be in full force and effect upon reading and adoption by the City of Richmond Board of Commissioners.
Thank you, Madam Clerk. This is Order 26-03. May we have a motion, please, bring to the floor for discussion and approval?
I move.
Commissioner Newby,
Second.
Commissioner Brewer. Is there any discussion? There being none, Madam Clerk, please.
Commissioner Cole,
Yes.
Commissioner Goble,
Yes.
Commissioner Newby,
Yes.
Commissioner Brewer,
Yes.
Mayor Blythe.
Yes, thank you. Order 26-04, an order of the City of Richmond promoting employees in the Fire Department. Madam Clerk, please.
Whereas it is the intention of the mayor and city commission to have highly qualified personnel within all city departments, whereas the firefighters 1, 2, and 3 classifications provide firefighter personnel with an opportunity for personal growth and education while improving the workforce itself. Whereas notice and opportunity was given to all eligible interested personnel within the fire department to test or qualify for firefighter 3. Now therefore be it ordered by the Richmond City Board of Commissioners that the following promotions will be effective January 23rd, 2026 payroll as part of the approved fiscal year fire pay scale for 25-26 budget. Firefighter 3, pay grade 4, Nicholas Stevens. His work history includes hiring July 15th, 2015, promoted to firefighter 2, September 2nd, 2016. Firefighter 2 and 3, pay grade 4, Wesley Wright. Wesley was hired November 28th, 2022 as lateral. The following promotion effective for the February 6, 26 payroll as part of the approved fiscal year fire pay scale 25-26 budget. Firefighter 2, pay grade 3, Cody Blair. Cody was hired January 3rd. I think that's a typo. This order shall be in full full force and effect upon reading and adoption by the City of Richmond Board of Commissioners.
Thank you, Madam Clerk. So you saying he's not been hired yet, right? 2055?
2055.
I love it. We've heard the reading of Order 26-04. May we have a motion, please, to bring to the floor for discussion and approval?
So moved.
Commissioner Cole
Second.
and Commissioner Goebel. Is there any discussion other than that? There being none, Madam Clerk, please.
Commissioner Goebel,
Yes.
Commissioner Newby,
Yes.
Commissioner Brewer,
Yes.
Commissioner Cole,
Yes.
Mayor Blythe.
Yes, thank you. Let's see if I can find it here. Order 26-05, an order of the City of Richmond, Kentucky Board of Commissioners authorizing the filing of a 2025 Kentucky Community Development Block Grant application for Liberty Place. Mr. Attorney, please.
Thank you, Mr. Mayor. Whereas it is necessary and in the public interest that the city avail itself of the financial assistance provided by Title I of the Housing and Community Development Act of 1974 and the 1981 amendments permitting the Kentucky Department for Local Government, Division of Community Development, to commence a community development program within the community, and whereas it is recognized that the federal and state contract for such financial assistance pursuant to said Title I will impose certain obligations and responsibilities upon the city and will require, among other things, 1, approval of a satisfactory application transmitted to the Kentucky Department for Local Government Office of Federal Grants, 2, certification by the city relating to activities such as civil rights, citizen participation, relocation payments, acquisition of properties, national environmental policies and accounting practices, and 3, other local obligations and responsibilities in connection with the undertaking and carrying out of the Kentucky Community Development Block Grant Program, and whereas in those areas where acquisition and clearance are proposed, the objectives of the program cannot be achieved through more extensive rehabilitation, and a displacement strategy has been formulated. Now therefore be it ordered by the City of Richmond, 1, that the United States of America and the Commonwealth of Kentucky be and hereby are assured of full compliance by the Board of Commissioners with certification relating to all regulations and administration of the Civil Rights Act, citizen participation, relocation payments, acquisition processes, accounting procedures, the Hatch Act, minimum wage and minimum hour provisions of the Fair Labor Standards Act, and all requirements of the National Environmental Policy Act of 1968. 2, that the mayor of the city of Richmond is authorized and directed to prepare such certification and to assure full compliance with all certifications as outlined in 1 above and all other pertinent regulations. 3, that a CDBG application on behalf of the city of Richmond for a grant of up to $200,000 of said Title I funds is hereby approved, pending favorable response from community as determined by the public hearing, and the mayor is hereby authorized to execute and file such application with the Kentucky Department for Local Government to provide such additional information and to furnish such documentation as may be required, and to act as the authorized correspondent of the City of Richmond relating to the Kentucky Community Development Block Grant Program. This order shall be effective immediately upon its adoption by the City of Richmond Board of Commissioners.
Thank you, Mr. Attorney. This is Order 26-05. May we have a motion, please, to bring to the floor for discussion and approval?
I move.
Commissioner Newby
Second.
and Commissioner Goebel. Is there any discussion?
I just had a question, or just wanted to clarify. So basically, we're collaborating with a community partner to just serve as a flow-through, or just as like as the municipal agent to be able to apply for those grant funds?
That's
Is that
correct.
right?
Think of it as we're the conduit for it to come
Okay.
through.
We've
yeah.
done this every
Yeah.
time.
Yeah,
But there is
that's right.
some different language, I thought, in this one. So
Is there? I didn't catch the different language, but it's the same community.
I had to
development
go
block
back
grant.
and look at one, that I save all my paperwork.
Yeah, but think of us as the government entity that acts as the conduit for the grant to come through,
Yeah, okay.
and we
thank you.
manage it, yep.
Any further discussion? Question, comment? There being none, Madam Clerk, please.
Commissioner Newby,
Yes.
Commissioner Brewer,
Yes.
Commissioner Cole?
Yes.
Commissioner Goble?
Yes.
Mayor Blind?
Yes, thank you. We have ceremonial order 26-06, order of the City of Richmond, Kentucky, accepting a resignation by an employee in the Finance Department. Madam Clerk, please.
Whereas Cheryl Richardson in the Finance Department has submitted a resignation notice to the city. Now therefore be it ordered that the Richmond City Board of Commissioners accepts the resignation of Cheryl Richardson from the Finance Department as the Grants, Compliance, and Disbursements Clerk effective January 30th, 2026. The Board of Commissioners would like to thank Mrs. Richardson for her service since 2015. This order shall be effective immediately upon its adoption by the City of Richmond Board of Commissioners.
Thank you, Madam Clerk. That's order 26-06, ceremonial order. May we have a motion, please? Bring to the floor for discussion and approval.
So moved.
Commissioner Brewer
Second.
and Commissioner Newby. Is there any discussion? I ask this every time when there's an employee who serves so well, and she certainly has. And in an area, we determined several years ago that we really needed someone monitoring all of our grants, and she's done an excellent job, even with the regular meetings to discuss those and the implementation of those. So I ask every time, Mr. City Manager, what if we say no? Oh, it doesn't matter, is it what you're saying?
Yeah.
But she's done well, and we appreciate her spirit of working to do this extremely important job. Is there any further discussion? There being none, Madam Clerk, please.
Commissioner Brewer?
Yes.
Commissioner Cole?
Yes.
Commissioner Goble?
Yes.
Commissioner Newby?
Yes.
Mayor Blythe?
Yes, thank you. Order 26-07, an order of the City of Richmond entering into an animal shelter interlocal agreement between Madison County Fiscal Court, the City of Richmond for fiscal year 2026-2027. Mr. Attorney, please.
Thank you, Mr. Mayor. Whereas the Madison County, like many communities across the nation, faces challenges related to the care and management of stray and surrendered animals, the Madison County Animal Shelter, operated by the Madison County Fiscal Court, plays a vital role in addressing these challenges by providing animal control services, sheltering, care and adoption services for animals in need, and whereas, to best serve our citizens, the city has requested Madison County Fiscal Court enter into an interlocal agreement for 25% of the operating budget of the Madison County Animal Shelter. Now therefore be it ordered by the City of Richmond Board of Commissioners that, 1, the City of Richmond does hereby approve the agreement retroactively effective upon execution by both parties and shall remain in effect for fiscal year 2026 and fiscal year 2027, and will be automatically renewed annually on July 1 unless terminated earlier by either party with 30 days written notice. This order shall be in full force and effect upon reading and adoption by the City of Richmond Board of Commissioners.
Thank you, Mr. Attorney. That's order 26-07. May we have a motion, please, bring to the floor for discussion and approval.
So moved.
Commissioner Goble,
Second.
Commissioner Newby. Is there any discussion?
What is 25% of the operational cost?
$141,475, I think.
That's our cost?
That's our cost, yes. The total budget, I think, is $565,000 something dollars, yeah. This is what we did last year, and the budget was a little bit lower. Last year, we paid $80,000, $145, something like that. This year, it's higher because the budget's higher.
So does each year the cost go up?
Depending
Do we
on,
have a conduit to saying we don't want this to go higher than 250,000?
not at this time, we have the 25% ceiling of the total budget. So if the budget goes up or down, it adjusts accordingly.
I mean, you know I'm an animal lover, so support this, but I want to make sure that we get documentation. I want to, things come to your office so we can view it.
Yeah,
Did we have that this last time?
we get full reports of their budget, their approved budget. We also get monthly reports on how many animals we've dropped off, how many have found homes, and then a yearly report as well.
Would that be too much to ask if that would be put in our packet?
Not at all. I can, actually, codes enforcement gave us an update at the end of the year of how many animals, they picked up and delivered in 2025 and how many found homes and how many still are at the shelter. So I can make that information available to you.
Thank you.
Yep,
Thank
absolutely.
you, sir. Any further discussion? Order 26-07. If not, Madam Clerk, please.
Commissioner Goble?
Yes.
Commissioner Newby?
Yes.
Commissioner Brewer?
Yes.
Commissioner Cole?
Yes.
Mayor Blythe?
Yes, thank you. This is our public comments period. Are there any persons in the audience tonight who've come to make public comments? If so, we ask you to come to the podium, state your name for the record for the clerk, and then, no one? All right. All right. Mr. City Manager, please.
Just a couple items tonight, Mayor and Commissioners. I want to remind everybody of the ribbon cutting tomorrow at 11 o'clock out at the Industrial Park. The governor's supposed to be there, so if you can attend, that would be wonderful. Just an update on our new Richmond Regional Sports Complex. We do monthly progress meetings, which are held the fourth Tuesday of each month, and currently, it looks like we'll get half of the park opened, which would be the 10 soccer fields, the historical site, maintenance, the new office building in July of this year, and then the remainder of the park will be open October, November of this year. So it's going to be exciting to see that come online. The mountain bike trail, which is approximately 5.7 miles, I think it is, that project should start next week along with the disc golf course. So weather permitting, they're moving along. And that's all I have tonight.
With that weather permitting, would you mind just making a comment about the fields? We know that there are those fields that'll be artificial turf, and then because of weather.
Absolutely.
Strength.
And I reached out to the local soccer organization today, MUSA, and I have a meeting with them a week from tomorrow to discuss this as well. But the 5 artificial turf fields are done, ready to go, so they'll be able to utilize that once we open that half of the park, which will be July of this year. The other 6 fields that are natural grass did not get sowed in grass this fall, so they will be planted this spring, and we'll need them to have a full growing season before we can play on them. So, and I'll be sharing this information with MUSA next week. It'll be spring of '27 or fall of '27 before they can play on the natural turf, the natural grass fields. But keep in mind, we're providing them 5 artificial turf fields on top of what already they have in Lake Reba. So they'll be able to make it work.
Oh, yeah.
Yep.
Thank you.
Yep.
Thank you for that update. Commissioner Brewer?
I just got one. I think Deanna Fraser Gordon posted about supporting the coroners for the state. I think Jimmy Cornelison went on TV about it. Mayor, if we could either send a email or to her that we support her in this for the corners of Kentucky, I think it would be appreciated, and I think she would appreciate the support from that, so. And that's all I have, if we can do
Representative
that.
Frazier?
Yeah.
Deanna Frazier Gordon.
Yeah, I think it's a House bill representing increasing the pay for the coroners across the state. I saw that on the news last night, so I'll give it to our city clerk, Lisa, and she can get a mayor.
Yes.
Yeah, resolution,
I think
yeah.
it's a nice thing to do to show that we support her in there
Yes.
doing this,
Absolutely.
so. And that's all I got, Mayor.
And if anyone would know the work of a coroner, this county certainly would.
Yeah.
An efficient one who,
Somebody that even won it,
Yeah,
for somebody what, I'm sorry?
even won it.
Yes, to even want it. That's exactly, and to do it so well.
You know, we were able to provide him with a brand-new Tahoe with ARPA funding
Yes.
that you all approved, and he was very grateful for that.
And thank you for,
And he still thanks us for giving that to me.
Yeah.
is it all, Commissioner Brewer, Commissioner Cole?
I think I'm good, Mayor, thank you.
All righty, thank you, Commissioner Goble.
I'm good, thank you.
All right, Commissioner Newby?
I have nothing, sir.
All righty. Let me just make a comment about Order 2602. I'm excited that we're looking at grouping our historic properties and then actually having someone to monitor, to facilitate, to recommend, as we're going to have really a collection. But in particular, this Whitehall site is going to provide tremendous opportunities for lots of things, and I'm just grateful as we move forward. There'll be a formal transfer, but
Yes, sir. There'll be,
It's
we're
time.
planning for a key exchange once we get this done. Right now, it's waiting to be transferred back to the state. They'll approve it. We've been working with the Finance Cabinet, Tourism, Arts, and Heritage Cabinet, the Parks Department, which is currently doing an inventory of all the artifacts, antiques, and furniture, and then we'll get it insured, and then there'll be a memo of understanding that will be in front of you all on the 27th for approval, and then we'll go through the deed transfer and find a good candidate to do the curation. And to your point, Mr. Mayor, you know, we feel very strongly about, you know, absorbing the battlefield property and the tender loving care we're giving it now, along with Irvington House once Parks moves out of it, and the Historical Society has agreed to turn it into a museum. And then, of course, we have the new Kit Carson birth site at the new park, and then adding Whitehall to the inventory as well, and then the Squire Boone Rock out here, Millstone Park. All of a sudden, we've corralled historical assets and going to preserve them to where we can promote to tour buses. And now we've got enough stops for a tour bus to come in and spend the night and visit historical sites for 2 days. So it's exciting times. There's a lot of work to do before we get to that point, but we're getting there.
Hey, Mayor?
yes,
You know, in 1971, when that was first opened and restored, it was done by Mayor Louis Nunn's wife.
yes.
And my entire family worked there. And I was 2 years old at that presentation, and I got to ride on Louis Nunn's shoulders. So do you think that if we take it over, think you can pack me?
Not a chance, buddy, not a chance.
Madam Clerk,
You know the tunnel too, don't you?
stop recording the minutes, please. We'll give it a try.
I gotta see this.
I'll video.
I'll be
can't
there.
wait.
My delirious.
Large
My
crowd.
camera will be ready.
It's called 911.
Yes, indeed. Thank you, I think, Commissioner Newby. Let me, again, I'm excited about our pending acquisition of that and what it's going to provide for us in the way of promoting even further Richmond and Madison County. I think it'll make us all proud, certainly with that preservation. I think that's all. Oh, let me and just say this in a general way. I had some calls regarding making some statements about some things, and I just want to say this in general, that I don't make statements about matters without having all the facts in front of me. So it is never a matter of ignoring or not being concerned, but I would rather speak to some things or to everything intelligently, and will do so at the appropriate time. But I don't ever think that we're ignoring anything, but we want facts in order to be able to speak to issues. So just be aware of that. When Pastor Kent Gilbert spoke about the delegation, Japanese delegation coming here, and he did say possibly last of September, 1st of October. Don't know what the exact dates will be, but it would be wonderful if they could arrive during the Millstone Festival.
Yes.
That would really let them know some of the things about our area. So we'll see how that works, but we'll keep that in front of the group.
know, Mayor, the EKU homecoming is that same Saturday. I've met with EKU to talk about the logistics of that and how it
Yes.
works. So
Yes,
we can make it work for both events, and it's just, the more the better for us.
thank you,
Win-win.
thank you,
Yeah,
sir.
we've done that before in county.
Thank you,
Yes.
appreciate
It'll be
that,
perfect.
thank you. You have to understand. If
All hearts.
Hearts and minds.
all hearts and minds are clear,
Joints.
and there's nothing else that we need to attend to tonight, clear, Madam Clerk? Nothing came through the office that needs to
No, sir.
be mentioned tonight. Thanks to all of you who are here. We will entertain a motion, therefore, to adjourn.
So moved.
Commissioner Cole?
Second.
Commissioner Newby. Madam Clerk, please.
Commissioner Brewer?
Yes.
Commissioner Cole?
Yes.
Commissioner Goble?
Yes.
Commissioner Newby?
Yes.
Mayor Blythe?
Yes, thank you so much, and thank you, Madam Clerk, for tonight. Thank you, Pat.